Let's see. Got some couple new pictures. Hi, Tara. Let's get this bread. Or no, let's see. We got another one. Let's do that one. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. And everybody's staying safe and having fun. And gold star for anybody who's still here with the rapture. I'm supposed to be getting a ride here soon for the rapture. I don't know when. They just sent me a text and said you won, so I guess I win. Maybe I have a VIP pass. I'm not sure.
I can hear you in the speakers.
I know. Oh.
You're so fucking funny. And let me make this quite clear for people that are stalking and lurking. If I remove you from my life, 99% of the time, I'm not letting you back in. So if you play fuck shit games with my friendship, you lost it for good.
Facts.
Because other people's drama had nothing to do with me and you. I'll just say that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's getting out of control. Hi, baby. What you doing, boo? It's your Sunday, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So I got my reheated Cane's chicken. I've got a Diet Coke, and I thought I would put some makeup on.
Ooh.
Yeah, why not?
I
Go
can't
crazy. You can't do makeup? What do you mean?
I don't know. I can't figure it out. I've never been a makeup girly.
Oh, I'm not either. I don't do foundation and all that. I just do my eyes.
Ooh.
Because I feel like I look like a mannequin that somebody decided, you know what, I'm going to put clay on this mannequin head. And then we're going to make it look like a clown, but then we're going to turn it into a mask. That's what I look like with foundation. I can't, I look grody. Grody.
With the foundation, you mean?
Yeah, with the foundation and everything, because I don't do it right. But then also, like, I've had it done before, and I don't like it. Like, I look no bueno. Like, I look fake. I don't know.
Huh.
Oh, you see my little legs?
Yowzers. Yeah, baby, yeah.
Yeah, free feet pic. JK.
Be showing off my toesy woesies. Those are mine now.
You know it. It sounds really quiet. Like are you in a quiet place?
I am. I'm
That's nice.
in the woods. I gotta be very quiet, just in case Bambi decides to play. I don't want to play.
Yeah, we don't fuck around and play with deer. No way. Sorry you're dealing with drama this early in the morning or afternoon now, I guess.
Fucking crazy.
Like, and when stuff happens and it has nothing to do with you, it always is kind of a weird feeling, you know? It's like, well, wait, huh? Why? Because of who I am? You're mad?
Well, I specifically asked a question. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, and I was like, because it was like, well, everybody's blocking me, so why don't you just go ahead and do it? Like, what? Why do I have to block you? You didn't do nothing to me, right? So what's the problem? Unless you're like gonna do fuck shit. Like, I just don't understand.
No, I don't like that.
Me, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't understand it. I'm not really in drama. That's the thing. It just came up with their own shenanigans. I just asked a simple question, like, what does that have to do with us? Like, our friendship? They read it and ignored it. So, silence to me is an answer as well. So, if you can leave me unread, then that's not a friendship to me.
Mm-hmm.
Craziness.
Yep. And there's already enough going on, you know? Enough going on in the world.
There is. And the thing is, I don't really accept many people into like my little circle, or even accept people on like Snapchat like that. Like, I don't. I just like the communication just stops at TikTok, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So for me to be like, oh yeah, you can have my Snap, here you go. And then use it as like a tool. I don't know. I just don't like that function. This app makes people fucking paranoid, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just me, or is it just make everybody paranoid?
Oh no, you know it's also me. It makes me paranoid.
Oh yeah. Mm, uh, okay, we're doing that. Maybe this one. Oh, that makes it worse. Okay, so we'll do that. And we'll do. What you doing? Hi, Leo, baby. What you doing? What you doing? I need to get one of those new fucking car things to hold my little fucking phone. Looks like a thumb.
Oh yeah, that has like the little like suction cup or something.
Well, this one's like it hops on the vent,
Oh.
but it's very like unstable, like my last marriages. Oh fuck. All right, so let's see. Are you gonna go live and do your makeup?
Uh-huh.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
so excited. So, little info on Mama Bear. When I first started on TikTok, I don't even know how I got to this side of TikTok, but it was like this one lady. She used to like coupon, and she would sell bundles, like makeup packages.
Oh.
And I was like, really, I think I fell in love with the person and like supporting the community in her business. You know, um, I I always bought the makeup, but I never put it on. I didn't know how to do it.
Girl. Oh, I'm not gonna go live and put my makeup on.
Hmm?
I'm not gonna go live and put my makeup on.
Why?
No, because I no.
Are you gonna get raptured?
Yeah, I gotta get ready, okay? I mean, come on. My Uber said it would be here and it didn't give me a specific time. I
Oh
haven't gotten
shit.
my VIP package yet. I don't know if that means I'm getting a backstage pass or what. And I'm still trying to decide on what to wear.
Oh shit.
I've got a lot of plans, you know? So it's the second biggest day of my life.
I guess. This is gonna be crazy.
Tara, you're
I
not
miss
a.
you.
Well, you know, I'll send. Just send. I'll send you tots and pairs. Okay, no prayers or
Okay.
thoughts. Just tots and prayers. That's it. That's all you'll get from me.
Are you gonna be tots or thoughts?
Tots.
Like
TOTS.
not THOTS?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hey. Okay. My daughter will come get me on my unicycle. On her unicycle. Okay, Lime Jello. I'll. You know. I'll let you. I'll let you do that. Okay. Weird. Bye.
Where are you going?
Oh no. Spam account.
Oh. Oh, okay. I'm like, where are you going? You're leaving me already? I didn't
Already.
confess my love to you yet.
Here, I can do my makeup right now and then show you when it's done. I'll do that.
Okay. 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 Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what's going to be for dinner today?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna be home around 7, so it might just be a pizza night. Thinking.
Hell yeah, pizza night.
That's what I'm thinking. That's
What
what
kind
I'm
of
thinking.
pizza?
So at Domino's they have like the $6.99 two toppings, so that just gives everybody like their own pizza, because it's like a medium.
Oh yeah.
I usually do like a hamburger and bacon, or um, I don't know. I pick one every time it's different. Hubby, he likes like the meats one, and then little man, he likes his cheese, and then the oldest, he likes half pepperoni, half cheese.
And you guys like Domino's the best?
No. There's a couple other places that are a whole lot better, but when everybody likes their own kind of thing, it's just easier because they get like a small.
I got you. I'm a Pizza Hut fan. But
So where I am, there's no Pizza Hut.
what?
There's no Pizza Hut.
There
So
ain't no fucking one. Are you serious?
yeah, there's no
Crazy.
pizza chains like that besides Domino's. Where I used to live, an hour away, they had Caesars, and Papa John's. I think that was the only. But there's no Pizza Hut. I don't think so. Now you're making me question my life. I'm about to go look it
There's
up.
a pizza. The only pizza place. Okay, so there's one pizza place I still dream about from when I was a kid, and it's called Mario's Pizza, and it's on Long Island in Oyster Bay, and it's the pizza I will always chase that feeling of trying to find. And then I'm a Pizza Hut gal. Like I will if I have to choose. I mean, Domino's is great if I want like a specific veggie pizza, which I hate veggie pizzas, but I'll have one of those. But if I want like a classic pepperoni, I'm gonna go to Pizza Hut.
So there was one where I used to live. It was just on the opposite side, so they probably didn't deliver to me. Um, but I did find the closest one is 35 minutes away.
Oh wow, okay. I mean that's still kind of a little far, right?
It is a little far because it's about an hour from there back, maybe an hour and 20 minutes.
Some people are weird, man. Some people are like 30 minutes, that's nothing. I'm gonna go get it. And so like for me, yeah,
So,
it's
like
far,
for me,
but
like if I was to go and grab it like on my way while I'm working, it wouldn't bother me because I could just adjust my day to that. But to go get it for pizza and then bring it home would be complicated. And then they'd be like probably piss cold by the time it comes back.
yeah, that's not good.
Mom, Paul, I'm letting you up. Sorry, I didn't see you.
It's okay. I just have a disgusting but funny for you
Oh, I'm
because,
ready.
this stuff can only happen to me. So I'm obsessed with working, apparently. I have three jobs. Two of them are full time, the third one's supposed to be full time, but it's kind of hard to get that extra 40 hours in, especially with us moving. Well, last night I didn't go over to the new house because there wasn't really anything that I could have done last night. And the movers will be here Friday, so I needed to get the movers stuff ready here for the movers. So, anyways, say all that to say this. I'm sitting on the couch and I've got my feet up. One of the dogs is laying in my lap. I've got my laptop. I'm just working away. And my belly starts kind of hurting. And I'm like, what is wrong? Well, I thought I might have had to fart.
Oh no, no.
No, I shat myself.
Oh no.
I have not shat myself. I can't remember the last time I did. It's been so long.
Oh my god,
I
no.
screamed, oh my God, I just shat myself. And my husband said, what? And started laughing at me. And I said, no, I'm serious. So I'm like trying to get the dog off. I'm throwing my computer. I get to the bathroom. It's pure butt piss.
Oh no.
And I had to wash my clothes and I had to take a shower. So,
Oh no, I'm
funny
so
story of the
sorry.
day, I shat myself.
Oh no. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Oh, honey. Oh.
I'm telling you, this stuff only happens to me. How, like, it was a large quantity in my shorts. So I'm like, how did that not get on the sofa?
wow. But hey, I mean, I just say that that's luck right there.
And
That's pure talent.
thank God it didn't drip out while I was running to the bathroom because I kid y'all not, like there was more butt piss in there than there should have been. Well, there shouldn't have been any technically, but it was
Oh
a lot.
god.
So the moral of this story is I shall never trust a fart.
No. No.
Ever.
No.
It's hard. You got to let it sit there, you know? You got to let it hold it right there thinking, okay, is this going to be a fart or are you feeling a little spicy or are you like you got to ask it questions before.
Yeah, I don't normally have problems, but yeah, thank God I was home. Like
I was saying the same thing. Thank God you was home, girl.
yeah, and we didn't have company over or anything. Imagine if I'd have been in a live telling one of my crazy stories.
Oh, oh shit.
Literally, oh shit. That would have been fantastic. We would have laughed about it.
Oh my god.
And people are probably in the chat wondering, like, why the hell is she telling this? Like, why would she tell people she shit herself? Well, because it's funny, okay?
Yeah, because
It's
yeah,
funny.
exactly. It's funny.
It's funny, and it's my mom and my mama bear, so I can share stories.
Exactly. This is a safe space for talking about shitting yourself.
Yes, yes. Well, and so today, my little male dog, he's had an upset tummy. So, and it's poured the rain, so he won't go outside. And if I don't clean he has a grass potty pad, if I don't clean it off fast enough, um, he will shit in the floor. So I went downstairs earlier and he had shit on the rug in my son's bathroom. And I was like, but I could tell his stomach was upset. And then I was in my bathroom putting clothes away and he was trying to get in the bathtub. This dog hates baths, hates them. And I'm like, what the hell is he doing in the bathtub? He got in the bathtub and shit because there was two shits on his puppy pad, and I'd already took the rug up that he shit on, so he shit in my bathtub.
Oh my God. Got some drama
At least
going
it was the
on.
bathtub.
Oh God,
There's a chick chasing a guy on the street.
you better record that shit.
She chasing him on the sidewalk. Oh my God.
Right, Lime Jello, you just have to laugh about it and go on. I mean, it's part of life.
Oh my god. And there's an accident over here. There's too much going on. What is going on?
Don't shit
So I don't
yourself.
live over here anymore. I just may. I just may.
Well,
There's a
let's
lot.
not. All right.
And this guy looks like Hitler. What is going on?
I'm going back downstairs. I'll listen.
Okay,
Thank you
pineapple.
so much. Now I feel better.
I thought y'all would enjoy my little giggle about me shitting myself.
I love it because I think we've all experienced that. So it's very relatable.
Yeah. Somebody, like, I'm not the only one that's ever happened to, nor am I the only one that it will ever happen to.
Exactly.
And we're all grown ass adults, so we realize that. And any of us that's had kids knows, Lord have mercy, don't trust a cough either, or you'll piss yourself. Oh, goodness.
The best.
There's a lot going on.
Rapture, I'm telling you, everybody's panicking.
She got out the car. She parked it on the fucking sidewalk and was begging him to get in the car. And he was like, fuck that. It's done and over with. You know what you fucking did. And then he said, fuck you, bitch. And then the heifer fucking drove on the sidewalk, tried to get to him. Oh my god. But you know what? I've drove on a couple sidewalks before, you know?
You have?
Yeah. Yep.
What? Are you chasing people?
I parked my car and cornered somebody and tried to drag somebody out the truck. I jumped on my car and then another vehicle just to drag somebody out of the truck.
Man, I learn something new every day from you. I'm just gonna grab some eyeshadow. Hang on.
You're good. Come on, y'all. Fuckers. Come on. Fuck it. I know you mad because you wasn't raptured this morning. Don't get mad at me. You should have known what you done. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay. I can't believe it's 3:30 where you are, and I'm over here like just waking up about an hour ago. It's weird. Time is weird, man. Good night. Ooh.
Okay, I'm back. Should we go find the guy that's running away from his girlfriend?
Yeah, let's do it. 2:30 for you, Mama? Yeah.
It's
I'm 1 hour.
over. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Is like, how weird is it that I just woke up an hour ago when it was 2:30 your time, and now it's 3:30. It's just crazy. Time is weird. Crazy.
It is. It just sucks that we can't just be all the same. I understand because of the way the sun goes, but it be fucking me up, bro. Maybe this man needs a ride. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe they're arguing because they weren't raptured. You know?
let's pick them up. We could start our own little, hitchhiking podcast.
Community. Can I go down this way? Let's go down this way. Oh, fuck. Of course you would fucking block me, dickwit. I'm gonna drive on the fucking sidewalk. Fuck yeah. Whoop whoop.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna. Did you need a lift? Exactly.
Lift?
Exactly, Mom. Yeah, he needs a lift.
Can I help you?
Lift for a lift for a man who's being attacked by a woman. Is that you? Did you need the lift?
Right. I'm gonna go down this way. I think he went down this way. If not, we're just gonna head out. All right, motherfucker, you're doing too much. Come on. If you went
Is
this
everybody
far,
getting in the comments? Are you getting ready for the rapture? The 6 people that are in here.
yeah, is everybody getting ready for the rapture?
Has it already happened?
I don't know. They couldn't decide whether it was the 23rd or the 24th. That was issue number 1, and then issue number 2. They don't know what time it's coming. So there's that.
Well, I wish I'd get my updated.
I can't find him. So I wish him luck. That was a lot. If I see him on my way out, then it's fate for me to help him. Other than that, we'll just pray for him, I guess. Pray for his rapture.
I'll just send tots and prayers. Or tots and prayers.
Because there's no way he just fucking went this far. Like, no fucking way.
You don't know. Maybe he's a marathon runner.
He could be. He's a runner. He's a track star.
Yeah.
He's gonna get really far.
Really, really far.
Really far. Look at that. I pronounced my R. My R.
R.
She said I can say it naturally because of the word. But, just depends on my mood, I guess. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I just live them,
I make the rules.
Do?
Mm-hmm. I'm the one that started this rapture thing. I told everybody.
Hey,
Spread it
quick
like
question.
wildfire. And then we can all get out. Hi, Lily. Little habanero on me.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
Good.
I'm kind of upset with doctors, but what's new?
Me too,
You're
girl.
in the right.
You're in the right fucking line.
Doctors suck.
I've been telling them to go fuck themselves all day. Actually, all week. It's been a week thing.
Oh, I thought I had PCOS, and then the doctor turned around and went, actually, never mind, girl. Actually, never mind, girl. You're good, actually. I know your hormone is low and everything, but, fuck, yeah. I love that for you. Actually, I love that. That's perfect. That's normal.
God. Mama Bear's been dealing with this kind of shit for all weekend, really bad.
Oh, yeah. They, my PCP is on maternity leave, and I got stuck with the 2 idiots, and all of their friends can't count to 30.
I know how you feel, Mama Bear. Jeez. Because, okay, I had a surgery, right? I removed half my thyroid. I had begged and pleaded for them to up my medication, my thyroid medication, because I was getting tired, right? I was like, please, just up it. It's feeling different from the first time I took it. Please just up the medication. No, you're fine, girl. You're okay. 9 months later, actually, we can up your medication, by the way, to help you manage your weight and, everything that you're worried about. Shut up.
They're only saying it because it's their fucking answer now.
I begged and I pleaded. I freaking pleaded. I was like, hey, listen, I just feel like I just need to up the medication, then I can manage my weight better. And they're like, nah, your levels are fine. And then all of a sudden, actually, girl, you were right. You don't have PCOS. It's that. Fuck off. Sorry. I'm mad.
What is it?
Yeah, how have you been dealing with? What have you been dealing with? Do you want to let it out?
For me?
Yeah.
These fuckers, they suck.
They suck.
I've been on the same medicine since 2019. And ever since my PCP left, they're like, oh, well, let's this, and I want this, and you got to do this, and da 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 da. And then they change it the next month, and then the next month. And then I'm like, can you guys communicate? What the fuck are we doing? Like, what's the point of the patient portal if there's no notes and nobody's reading the notes?
I feel that in my soul. Like, can you remember what you said like 9 months ago? And like, can you say it again?
And that way, before you, this is why I get so pissed off with people, because it's like you're seeing me as a patient and a number as opposed to reading my fucking history and a couple notes to get to know me a little bit before just coming up with this elaborate fucking thing and thinking you're Dr. Doolittle.
I know, I feel you. Like, they're hoping for the next big, like, breakthrough in research. And I'm like, dude, I'm just a regular girl. Just let me be. Let me live.
And then you'll be like, this is how I feel. This is like what I want and don't want. And they're like, well, I think. Well, sir, you've known me about 45 seconds. I don't know what the fuck you like. How about you listen to me and then we can have this discussion? Or how about we try it my way and we can try it your way? Because
Honestly,
I'm an advanced expert on my body, and you're just like you haven't even gone through the fucking pilot, okay?
It's a lot of, dare I say it, sexism in healthcare. Like, it's a lot of it.
Is. But it's not even that. Like, I have 2 females that are taking over my female doctor, but they don't know it's like they have a god complex. I'm the almighty person. Bitch, you can't even count to 30. And you're in charge of my medicine? That's crazy behavior. Fuck. Brenda, get a hold of yourself.
I know, I feel that so bad. Like, it's horrible. Like, can you stop for 1 second and just, like, listen to me? Because if you would have listened to me 9 months ago, then I would have had the proper dose 9 months ago. Like,
now I have a lump on my neck. This is lovely. I just found it.
I have goiters on my thyroid, but I never had a problem with them.
You have what?
Yeah, I
Goiters?
had a goiter as well, but my goiter was
A what? A quarter? Like a coin?
it's kind of
Goiter.
like a tumor in a way, but not a tumor.
Yeah.
A goiter.
Yeah. Quarter.
Oh.
Quarter, not a quarter.
Is not a tumor.
I thought they were saying quarter, like a coin.
Quarterback. No, not like a quarterback, a quarterback.
Got it. Like a gordita. Like
a gordita, yes.
I had
My Mexican would come out of me. Yeah, they did mine, and they're just there. They said if they get big, then they'll remove them.
How big are yours, if you don't mind me asking?
My one is the size of my thumb, like the tip of your thumb. I can feel them. I mean, on both sides they are. They did the ultrasound on them, and I can feel them, and people can see them when I raise my neck up. They can see the lump right there. And then but thyroid's running my.
But I got it removed.
You got yours removed for what?
With thyroid cancer.
Yeah, but my thyroid levels are good. But I still have the goiters on there, and they're still lumpy in my neck. So they didn't do nothing about them. My doctor said just keep an eye on them. If they interfere with your swallowing or they get bigger, just let us know. We'll do another ultrasound.
See,
But my doctor's...
Mine and yours is different. Mine, like, pressed on my my breathing. Yeah. And it made me, like, really hard to breathe. I was in the emergency room, and my ENT had to call and be like, do you want her to die? Can you please give her medication?
Yeah, that's what they told me. If it starts interfering with my swallowing or breathing, then they'll do something about it. But for now, and this has been, I've had them for like 15 years. So they haven't moved at all, and they haven't gotten bigger. But if I raise my neck up, you can see 2 big lumps in my neck. But I'm glad I have my doctor, because she'll sit there and go, do you need anything? Do you want to be taken off anything? And anything at all. She's so sweet, And she goes, how you doing? And does all the checkup and everything. Everything's good. And do you need anything? So I told her, I said, at night I'd like a muscle relaxer. Okay, I'll give you a muscle relaxer. Not a problem. And I mean, she's just the sweetest doctor in the world. It's like no problems at all with her. And I told her, I said, I quit my my depression medicine when I quit working, retired. And she said, "Did you back off it?" And I said, "No, I just quit it." You know, well, you're not supposed to, but I guess you're okay because you're here, so okay. She didn't lecture me or anything. I just stopped it after, and I took it for 30, 25, 30 years. I said, I don't need it. I don't have to deal with the public no more, so I don't need no antidepressant,
For
anxiety medicine.
anybody listening or trying, do not do that. That is not safe.
No,
Listen to your
it is
doctor.
not safe.
No
Yep.
bueno. Don't do it, you people.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
No, don't ever. Don't ever. I was on prophecy.
I listen to my doctors and they're sending me straight to hell. They're like,
Hey,
no, we want you
Mama
to go left.
Bear.
What do you mean you're going left? We told you right. No, we told you straight. Fucking turn around 3 times and jiggle your fucking titties and do the hokey pokey.
You got to advocate for yourself.
Oh, I do. Alyssa knows.
You know your body.
Alyssa
You know
knows.
your body better than anybody. Anybody knows their body better than a doctor does. They know what's going
Yeah.
on,
I tell these
and that's it.
motherfuckers, Alyssa knows. She'll be on the phone with me every day. I'm like, Alyssa, I've got to
That's what my pediatrician
snap.
told me when
I'm
I
going to punch him in
Jimmy.
the face. I'm going to park my car in the front lobby.
My pediatrician always told me that. He's
Hello,
like,
darling.
you know your kid. You know your kid better than anybody, including me. So you tell me what's wrong with your
That's how
child.
my pediatrician is with my kids. They're good. They're like, well, what do you
Yep.
think we should do, Ma? All right, let's do that. And if it doesn't work, can we try my idea? I'm like, yep. It's give and take. But I switched the doctors like an idiot because we moved for like not even 3 months and I went back. He pissed me off. He took my little one off the nebulizer
Mm-hmm.
and he stopped breathing. I had to rush him to the hospital.
Ew. Well, I'm
'Cause
lucky
if,
there's a doctor in my family. She lives in Baltimore, and she's my little niece. And she is a certified physician, emergency room and regular physician. So if I have problems, I call her first.
Did you file a complaint against the doctor, Mama Bear, for that?
oh yeah, I filed a grievance with my insurance. And usually I don't. Like, I love writing emails to like my doctor's supervisors and stuff. Like, I like being a positive person with everybody being so negative. It took me, I don't know if Alyssa's still here, but it probably took me about, I don't know, 2 months now of complete bullshit to be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm complaining because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of
You
not being
should.
listened to. I'm tired of no communication. I'm tired of, like, you guys basically saying fuck you and then not answering me for 5 days. And then I have to basically sit here, you know? I got all my triggers down for my PTSD down to a science to where I didn't even need to use my anxiety meds for almost a year. I had them at my house just to be on the safe side if I needed them, but it was almost a year, and ever since my doctor fucking left, they've been stressing me out, and my anxiety's been through the fucking roof. And then I asked them, well, can you fill my prescription because now I'm out? Oh no, we haven't filled the script before, so we're gonna have to wait until your appointment in a week. That's not how that works. I've been on these for like, I don't know, 10 years. I just haven't been needing them because my anxiety hasn't been bad, but you're stressing me out. So there's that.
Now, see, when I was on the Ativan, my doctor, all patients usually have to go to see a psychiatrist to take Ativan or a quick depression medicine for anxiety attacks.
I'm
But
on
my
Ativan.
doctor told me my doctor told me since I was only used one bottle, 30 pills for a year, I didn't have to go see one. And then she goes, he just prescribed them
That's
to
the
me. She
thing
goes,
is,
you don't.
I usually don't need it. It's only as needed, you know? Like, I don't want to be on a medicine every fucking day. And then if something happens where I can't get my prescription, now my anxiety's...
Well, tell him
I
to look
wanted
back at your
it as
history.
needed. Huh?
Say, look at my history. Tell them to look up your history. See when I get them
Well, that's what I said. I said, call
prescribed to you.
CVS. They'll be like, hello, she's been on these for 10 years. Like, what are you talking about? So
Yeah.
I was with a doctor. She moved to Texas. And then the doctor I was left with, I swear to God, she was from Timu. She wouldn't even prescribe me my vitamin D, my vitamin B or my D. So I left to go find another doctor, and I found this one that I have, but she's on maternity leave. So now I'm stuck with two Timu doctors, and they're worse than the other doctor. Oh, what happened?
Oh God. Eek.
Hi, aunties,
Yeah,
baby.
that's what my doctor said. She goes, no, you only get one prescription a year, maybe two. And she goes, of 30. And I'm like, she goes, I'm not worried about you. And then she goes, now if
Right,
you were taking them every 20 days, you were asking for some, then you worry about it.
right, right. And I think I've had the same script for almost a year, maybe even more. Like, I just don't need them as often. I've figured out my triggers. So, like, I get anxiety with, calling the doctor's office, and they don't either call in my script for the weekend, or they don't call in, or the pharmacy doesn't have it, or, I forget to call and now it's the weekend. And, there's like those little things that give me anxiety, So I'm like, all right, well, let me call on a Wednesday if it needs to be filled Friday. So that way I can fix the fucking stress, and it gives them 2 days to figure out the fuck they need to do. You know what I mean? And it's
So do you know that I went to a naturalist for natural stuff, for anxiety and things like that, panic attacks.
yeah.
And I kind of, I'm listening to her what to take. And my sister gets real bad anxiety attacks. She was taking Tums because your anxiety attacks start in your stomach. And they lead to your head. And that, so if you calm your stomach and take Tums, it actually takes away your anxiety attack.
Hey, I only got a few minutes. Hold on.
Hi.
Hey,
Go ahead.
hey, take your medicine, girl. Your anxiety just got in the box. All right, I gotta
Who
go.
in the hell
Bye.
is she talking to?
She's talking to me.
Oh. Hey, Laban.
Calling for my anxiety.
So, anyways, there she is again. My sister takes
I've
Tums.
tried
She's never been on any medicine.
I've tried Tums. I've tried there was like a medicine the doctor prescribed. It was like it was something to soothe the stomach, but it wasn't Tums. I can't remember what it was. It was like dissolving. It would like dissolved under my tongue. I've tried essential oils. I've tried so many things the past 17 years, like to the point where I'm like, all right, let me just calm myself down, self-soothe, just work it out, and as needed and out of it. You know what I mean? I kind of got down to a science where it was working for the longest time until I just had these two dodo heads, just fucking schmucks.
Well, a lot of it might be in your head to where the only thing that's going to help is that pill you're taking.
Oh
To where
no,
you're not going to let anything else help.
I've tried everything, bro. I've tried. I mean, meditation. A lot of the meditation that I do to calm myself down, that's been working. I have severe PTSD. It's usually only triggers that I haven't recognized yet, and if it comes off, like I had one panic attack in idolatry, and I still don't even know
Broken.
why. Just, huh?
I just said hi to Broken.
Hey, King Brian. Hey, Broken. I still don't understand where it came from, and I couldn't calm myself down. It was an anxiety attack that came out of nowhere, and it was like unmanageable. I couldn't figure out what the fuck it was. I don't know if it was a scent or the area. I have no idea. Still have no idea. And that was like 3 years ago.
I go private, and I still have weirdos that come in my freaking DMs or whatever you would call it on TikTok. Hey, beautiful. Hey, this. Hey, that. Get the fuck. What the fuck? I tell them. They say, what you look like? And I said, I'm 5'4", 450 pounds, and I have bad acne, and I have a yeast infection. And then they leave me alone.
There you go.
Yeah.
The doctors I'm dealing with are weirdos.
You've had to call 911 on a panic attack?
I
Really?
had to too.
I've
Yeah,
never
I
had.
had one so bad.
I've never had to do.
My heart rate was like 149, 150. I couldn't calm myself down. It was so bad. I tried everything.
Mm.
And this was before I took
I'm in
Ativan.
music. When mine used to get severe, I used to crank the stereo up, and the noise from the stereo would outdo my hearing my heartbeat. In my head, thump 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 thump. So it's like the music, and then I start singing and dancing, and then it would go away
They
because the
make you
music was so
forget.
loud.
Well, I
Yeah,
thought I
music.
was
I mean,
really. I had my heart was racing so hard. My chest felt like somebody was on it, and I had tingling down my hands. I really thought I was having a heart attack or a stroke or something. It was horrible. It
yeah.
was so fucking scary. And my mom died young, so like shit like that, like when shit like this happens,
Mhm.
like I have to like really pay attention and make sure that I get fucking checked out. But they told me, she was like, nope, you have really bad anxiety. Like you need to get that
Yeah.
under control,
Give
or
you a
you're gonna
shot.
have
Give you a
issues.
shot of that lorazepam when you're in there. Bring you right down.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. They gave me the
Yep.
lorazepam and I was fine. That's how they found out it was
Yep.
anxiety. I thought they were bullshitting. I was like, there's no way you can have an anxiety attack that fucking bad. Ain't no fucking way.
Oh yeah. A lot of people go
I
to the
felt like
hospital
they
for
were fucking
anxiety attacks,
unaliving.
thinking it's a heart attack. Hmm.
Go ahead, go and
I
fight
never
it and see.
did.
It's so fucking bad. Schmuck.
I just never did it because my family has a history of it, and I kind of learned about it, and then I learned that from my sisters and that if you're on the phone with somebody or you turn up the radio real loud and you can't hear your heartbeat and you don't know what's going on because the radio's so loud, that it
Yep.
kind of calms you down to the point where it's like a kid that has what's that, what's a kid have that their stomach's always bad, shoot. When babies have it and they cry all the time? What is it?
Colic.
Yeah, when they have colic and yeah, when they have that, um, my mom, the old school, which my mom is old school, one of the kids had colic and grandma told her to run a sweeper in the room and the sweeper will go out the noise and the kid will stop crying and it worked. And then, it's old school, but it worked because the loud noise, they can't hear themselves crying. So they just stop crying, they do. So it's like, oh, I don't tell people to do that, but I mean that's the way they did it back in the day. I'm sorry, but there wasn't medicine for colic back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the 1960s.
No.
So I always turn up the stereo. Whenever I have a panic attack, stereo time.
Well, I listen
Crank
to
that bitch
music,
up.
like put it in headphones and just kind of space out.
Yep,
That sometimes helps.
yep.
Um,
And rubbing the top of your head. Oh my God! If you rub the top of your head, like massage the top of your head, it just puts you to sleep. Like right now, calms your whole body down.
I put my thumb to each finger and just go back and forth to
Hmm.
each one over and over again. That
Yep.
was one that I was taught that helps. Picking 5 things like to see, smell, hear. Um, I've I've tried so many different fucking things, but there's some that you just it's like your mind almost is like a brain freeze. I don't know how to describe it more than that. It gets scary.
Yeah, it
Move your
does.
fucking cat.
But I'm 65, so I've had it since I was in my 20s. And that's early
Right.
20s, and that I started. I couldn't even drive out of town. I couldn't drive nowhere unless I had water, something to eat, something to drink. You know what I mean? Something to drink and that. I mean, I was prepared, cell phone, everything, and I could drive out of town. My sister couldn't drive out of town at all. My other sister couldn't drive at all, nowhere. And it was all because of that. Now, two used the natural stuff like the Tums and things like that. And after they started doing that, after we went to the naturalist, then they could drive out of town. She could work out of town, whatever. I went on paroxetine, which is Paxil, and that helped because it's for social anxiety. It's for anxiety, and that it's made for that. So, anyways, and it's also made that you don't have a hot flash when you go through your change. I was on it when I went through my change, and I never had one hot flash. And that's how it works on that too. They've proven it. It's worked on hot flashes, so I didn't have one hot flash from being on that medication. But I used it a good, I don't know, 30 years or so, at least 30 years. And I could go anywhere now. You know what I mean? I can drive anywhere. Now that I'm retired, I just don't have that pressure on me anymore.
Right.
I mean, I don't have a money pressure. I don't have a kid pressure. I don't have a work schedule, you know. It's just more relaxing it is. You know, your mind don't go there anymore. You're not antsy about anything. You can go and come as you please. I ain't raising no kids or nothing, you know. I'm not worried about money. But a lot of people, you know, they get anxiety attacks because something's on their mind the whole freaking day. That, you know, it's like, okay, that's going to trigger it. Now, I've had girls at work have panic attacks. And that, you know, and I've had to calm them down from it. And they didn't know what the hell was going on. But yes, I think a lot of women get panic attacks. I just think it's in our genes to get panic attacks. Men usually don't get them. They drink too much beer. That's why.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I think it's and I don't think it's specific to, genders or like anything like that. But I've seen men like working in the medical industry for a long time. Probably like I don't even almost to 20 years, I guess. It's really it's just interesting how each of us deals with our anxiety and anxiety attacks differently. So like with my anxiety attacks, when I have one and I can feel it, like Mama Bear said, you get really used to knowing what triggers you and how your body is already starting to get into that headspace. Is I will go in a closet, I will grab a weighted blanket, and I will turn on The Office, and then I'm good. But it's all about how people react. So like maybe even there may even be a gentleman that's walking down this little trail that's by my house by a pond, and that's the way that he knows that he's needs to calm down and have an anxiety attack. I think it just doesn't show up the same way that we think we see it when we hear anxiety. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Everybody deals with it different, but it's actually the same thing that affects our body the same way, but we deal with it different. You know, it's like, how do you put it? What do you do with it?
It's not like a lot of people who get stressed out have stomach issues. It holds in their tummy.
Yeah, they got GERD or something like that, you know, ulcers.
But then but to say even though it's the same thing and it's the same that's happening to us inside, we're just handling it different. It's not even that. Everybody, even down to the science and the biological aspect of anxiety, it's not going to be everybody's going to feel or everybody's going to have this happen with their bones or this happen with their muscles. Like it's all going to also be different. I mean, for an example, you bring up stomach issues. From my grandma, one of the reasons she passed was because of her stomach issues from anxiety. But her anxiety was so bad that it made it so it ripped a hole into her esophagus where her stomach flipped up inside of it. So it's, and I mean, for me, it might just make me want to pee. So but it doesn't, it doesn't mean one is different than the other. It's just a matter of, it's different all around, I guess. What I'm trying to say.
Well, I think it affects us all. I think it gets our heart rate up. It gets us, the same situation. Because anybody who talks about anxiety, they'll talk about a heart rate going sky high, like you're having a heart attack, things going numb, whatever else.
I can tell you right now, my mom has a different. I mean, not my mom. My sister has a different reaction. Her heart rate completely drops to the point where it's scary low, and she goes into freeze mode. That's when she knows that she's having a panic attack, and her anxiety is now at a level.
And they call it a panic attack when her heart rate drops like that.
That's that. My friend has it too. She's got a pacemaker now because her heart rate drops too low.
I'll have to ask my niece about that because I was always told that a panic attack is when your body panics and your heart rate goes up.
But everybody, the way that everybody panics is going to be different. It doesn't matter. Like you can ask your niece who's a doctor. You can ask any of us that work in the health industry. But the thing is the body is not one specific way in one specific area under one specific category. Because my sister, for the longest time, had no idea why her heart would drop when she would get upset. She would, it's scary. It's the same thing that it's scary when our heart rate goes up. But it's all about science. Like, it's not anything we're able to explain. It's just getting to know the person and how their body adjusts to different and different social settings and everything like that, to be able to understand on why they're reacting this way. It's just a puzzle.
I've heard
Never
people
ever
faint
heard of that.
because of anxiety attacks. Their heart rate drops too low and it makes them faint.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I'll be finding that out because in my 65 years, I've never heard of that. Never ever heard, but I will be finding it out. It's like, what? I have to because I'm that type of person. If I hear something new, I have to find it out
Okay.
just to ease my mind, or I'll be thinking about it the whole time, and that it drives me crazy when I have to think about something.
Well, okay. I guess the perspective that it's, I mean, for me, that it seems like is that you're not believing it, like that because you've
Oh
never
no,
heard
it's
of
not.
it. That maybe it's not real.
In my mind, that's what I'm saying. And that how can that be real when they call it panic? You know, it's like panic means panic. You know, like, oh, let's go, let's go, let's go. You know, so that's what they call it, a panic attack. And that, so, I don't know. I've just had them since I was 20, and I know that my heart rate goes high.
And
Yeah,
again,
so,
like that's for you for sure. But then you have my sister who's 32 who gets them like that. So I mean, it's also about the different things that have correlated with like food from your time to our time. I mean, it's everything has to be put into place. Everybody is
oh yeah.
different.
Some blood sugars drop too, or they raise. I know since I've been stressed, my fucking sugars have been skyrocket.
Yeah, they just took me off mine because I was at 5 for my what is it, ALC or whatever it is, was under 5 for like 5 blood things or blood draws and that. So they're like, you're going off your Lannis.
No,
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
talking about like my
I don't
daily
understand
sugar.
that. Yeah. Because they had me on Lannis a shot a day, and I'm like, why am I taking this? The only reason they put me on is because I was on steroids, and I had a steroid, what they call steroid diabetes, and that. So
Alyssa, I agree with you. I've experienced it both ways. So I'm 41 and I have had major anxiety and depression both since I was 14 years old. So almost 30 years. And I have had it both ways. I've had it to where my heart's racing and I can't get my body to like be still.
Wait,
And I've also had it to where, and usually when mine tends to go way down, my heart rate will, and sugar goes way down, is if I'm on my period and I go into panic mode. If I'm on my period and I go into panic mode, I get clammy. My blood pressure drops real low. It's the weirdest thing ever. But again, it's just the way my body reacts. It's
I wonder if it corresponds with the hormones.
and I don't know if it's maybe when it's that time of month, if I have different triggers and that's when my body reacts differently.
Right.
But I have had it both ways, and I have actually been to the hospital and seen in the ER for both ways. I've been for palpitations and I've been because it's so scary when it first happens or when you can't get yourself out of it that you don't know.
Right.
Yes, the vasovagal nerve is a SOB.
It really is.
It is.
Well, and you kind of have to look at it too, like syncope. People pass out, and they'll even sometimes call it vasovagal syncope.
Yes.
There's no
Uh-huh.
reason. There's no reason. It just happens.
Mm-hmm.
That you can't explain it. We had a
Yeah, our body
patient
is
one
weird.
time who was a very active teenager. She was a cheerleader. And when she would feel like she was getting ready to pass out, she would have to take her thumb and her pointer finger and pull her tongue out of her mouth and hold pressure on it to keep from passing out. Why that worked, nobody knows, but it did.
Wow, that is original. I've never heard something like that before. That's cool. That she knew,
Yes.
like you found out, you know.
Yeah, she could be. Well, it took a long time, and she went to different specialists and things. We were her PCP at the time, and she's graduated high school now. But she would be in the middle of cheering a game and just pass out, just drop, no rhyme nor reason. And they done tons and tons of blood work on her. They even done like a very detailed mono panel, more than just they done a I can't remember the other letter, ESV, EBV, something like that panel for mono, because they thought she'd had strep throat so much that maybe it was mono causing it. Nope. They sent her to a neurologist. Nothing.
Oh,
Yep. But if she would grab her tongue and hold it, she was fine.
see, I hate that has to happen so much, you know? If we because that's how complicated our body is. It's like we have to rule out everything. And then when
Yeah.
we
So why aren't they testing? What I want to know is, like I took Ativan, right, for panic attacks, like Mama Bear does. So why aren't they testing if your heart? The Ativan drops your blood pressure and everything. I mean, it drops you right down to where you could fall asleep for 10 hours if you wanted to. So they have to know, that person, that doctor has to know that your heart rate drops during a panic attack instead of going up, correct?
Yeah, but they don't always prescribe Ativan for everybody.
Right.
And
I
Ativan and
I've
Ativan also doesn't work for everybody the same way. So it may put you asleep, but for somebody like me, I'm not even going to notice that anything happened.
Me,
It'll be
I
like
can still work with
it
Ativan.
doesn't put me to sleep either. It
so
just
it's
takes away
No,
my
it doesn't, but
anxiety.
some people it does.
well, I know that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say is you said that the doctors have to know, because if they're going to prescribe Ativan, it's not Ativan's not going to be the cure all for and the first thing that people are going to try. So
No,
when they
Understand,
talk
they can
about
work whatever.
if their heart rate goes down, they're not going to do an Ativan anyways. They would do a different anxiety med to bring it up a little bit.
Yeah, they'd have to,
I've
because Ativan lowers your blood pressure and everything.
Not
I've
always.
never been prescribed Ativan ever, and I've been dealing with this almost 30 years. When I first started, it was Prozac at that time was
I
the
had
big,
Prozac too. Yep.
and
I had Paxil.
I had body jerks when I would take Prozac. Like I could be sitting there. I had involuntary muscle movement with it, so they had to take me off of that. Um, I have been on Paxil. I've been on Celexa. Actually had the gene site test done to see what medication would work for me. And a lot of people don't get to do that because most insurances won't cover it. I actually,
My insurance was.
I actually paid out of pocket because I needed something. And even to this day, I've been on the same medicine now for probably about 10 years. My doses went up and down over time, but I still have an additional, sometimes, anxiety medicine. It's a very low dose of Eusporon. I think it's like 7.5 milligrams.
Yeah.
And I rarely take it, but I have it if I need it. But I've never been given any of the nerve stuff. Yes, Nikki. I think it's just a difference in genetic make. I think it's a difference in the preservatives and things that's in what we eat. I also think it's a difference in I don't want to say education level of doctors. I just think that sometimes that some doctors are more up to date on things than other doctors are.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
And some doctors, what they think and what they know is it, and you can't tell them shit.
No, you got Timu doctors, you got QVC.
I had a couple Timu doctors.
I was going to say back when I started, mine was in the 80s, was it? And they hardly asked any questions back then. They just put you right on it. They started me out at 10 milligrams, and a year later took me up to 20. And then after that, I went to 30. And then I stayed on 30 till just recently, or just when I retired.
Well, and you have to think too, the yeah, I'll spit it out in a minute. The stigma behind mental health is different now than it was even when I was a teenager versus now. So from the time you went on it to now, I'm sure it's an even bigger stigma and difference. So I don't know. It's just, it's different.
I went on Prozac when I was like 19, 20, when I first started my PTSD anxiety, when I really didn't know what was going on. And I felt amazing until I didn't need it anymore. I thought I didn't need it anymore. And they tried to put me on it again in my 30s, and I was a psychopath.
It didn't work for your body anymore. Your genetics was different.
Yep. I was bad. It was scary.
When I done Celexa, I completely zoned out. My son was little at that time, like maybe a toddler, if that, and I would zone completely out and not even acknowledge him. So I was like, okay, this obviously doesn't work for me because I'm a mother and I have to take care of my child.
Mm-hmm.
Can't just be zoning out, but it's just how my body reacted to it.
Is Alexa? Is that the off-brand for Celebrex, or is Celebrex, or is that completely a different one?
No, Celebrex is for arthritis. It's anti-inflammatory.
Well, that's right. Okay, my bad. But it is because I always get that one and Celexa confused. I was also on Celexa, and I had the same thing happen. I would it felt like I was in a different place, like in time. Like I would look around and be like, why is everything moving slow? And I can't do something. And they say it's actually one of the worst ones to come off of because it embeds itself deep within your brain chemistry. So when you start taking yourself off of it, it was so bad. Like, and I did it safely, and like my doctor told me to, but it was still one of the. Oh my god, I can't even explain it. It was so bad.
Was sick. It was almost like I was going through withdrawals when I come off of it.
Yes.
And I come off of it in a slow manner. And actually, when I came off of it, they basically made me do like a little detox before I could start another one.
Yes. Yeah. And it's scary how that one works. I mean, it just how it's, and then it doesn't. I've heard studies that it does cause brain damage from like helping push Alzheimer's and dementia into play because of how much damage it does to your brain chemistry when it's supposed to be helping you.
It does. It does. Now, there's another one. Lime Jello, you do not want to try Celexa. Well, let me rephrase that. Several people I know have had a bad experience with Celexa. You may be able to do it, and it may work fine for you, but it was a bad experience for me.
What about Paxil? Did that work for you?
No, I didn't do Paxil.
Yeah.
So a man that I know, he's a fixer. So he could only do a fixer XR for a while. To one now that's called, oh shoot, it's something with a D, but it's only by this big long name. There's no other form of it or whatever. It's weird as crap. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'll tell you in a few minutes. But that's all that works for him because his anxiety is so bad.
It's crazy. Like, if you think about it, it's like a science class. We're all built of different chemicals and atoms and stuff, and some have a crazy reaction and some don't. And that's why when I go to these doctors, I'm like, I'm different from the last patient you just fucking saw. Like, look at me, listen to me. Don't just go off what the hell you think.
You have to think too, like, I'm sure y'all have heard me tell the story about the type of water I grew up on. So I had mountain water. There was no chemicals or anything in it. Where these kids now have only had water that has all the fluorides and all the.
I still have well water. I grew up on it, and I still have it.
Well, I didn't even get well water. This came out of a sludge pond in a mountain. So, it's 1,001 wonders that I don't have these crazy dormant infections because of God only knows what was in that water. It was never filtered.
Probably made you healthier.
Made me meaner than a strapping snake is what it did.
There you go.
Crazier than batshit crazy.
I figured if the horses and the cows and the chickens and the dogs and the cats drank that water, it was safe for us.
And plus, they
On the farm, because always
try to naturally filter it too.
yeah, they do. I never liked city water. It tasted like pool water to me.
Well, I would love to say that, but city utilities have paid my bills for the last 20 years, so I have to be kind about them. My husband's
I grew up.
government for 20 years. Well, 26 years.
Yeah, I never swam in a swimming pool until I went to junior high, and they had swim classes at junior high in school. And I'm like, oh my God, the chlorine. And we always swam in the pond. And they, because we had a great big ass pond. And it was like, what the heck? Why does it smell so bad in here? And they made us swim. You had to take the swim class. If you didn't, it was one of the, you had to take the swim class in order to pass your 8th and it was 7th and 8th grade.
Yep.
It was like, oh.
Yeah, we swam in the river, and at the time didn't know it, but that's where everybody's sewer went.
Oh shit!
Yeah, a lot of gray, what they call gray water goes in. Still to this day, gray water will go into rivers and streams. So, gray water just means shower water.
Dishes
Wow.
and
Yep. Out of your washing machine. Yep. Because that's the way we had 2 houses on the farm. We had a small house and a big farmhouse. And the small house was gray water until we put the 3-tier drain thing in to where you had to put this great big tank in, and then it had to go through 3 filters. Then you had to get it dumped. And then, so we put that in, and it was gray water for years though, that went into this little creek that went beside the farm and back behind the farm into another pond where we swam our horses in because we didn't swim in the same pond we swim in.
yeah.
There was an old dirty pond back there, so the horses would go in there and swim. But that's where the gray water went.
It's crazy how she's got to get ready to figure out what she's teaching.
Sorry, I was paying attention to the GPS, baby. It's fine. I'm paying attention to my GPS too. Hey, you know what? Y'all talking about all these lakes and ponds and shit. You know what? That's the best sanitary, that a human body can go through.
Yeah, it builds your immune system. That's like me going out the barn and standing there and shit and eating a peanut butter sandwich while I'm cleaning stalls. Guess
Yep.
what? We never got sick. We never got sick. It built our immune system up. You hardly see a farmer sick because they're out there 365 days a year. You hardly see them sick.
Yep. And even if they were sick, they still had to get up and go to work.
Sure did. My dad always said, if there ain't a bone sticking out of the body, your ass is getting out of bed. And that's the way he raised us.
Yeah, it's funny now. Everybody wants to carry on these hand sanitizer shits everywhere they go.
Carry what?
Hand sanitizer.
Oh, Lord.
I've always said a little dirt don't hurt, but my son, he has a blood disease, and he's had it since like a month before he he got diagnosed June 10th, and his birthday wasn't until the end of July. So he was right at 2. He's now 17, so it's been 15 years. And I now live by hand sanitizer and stuff. I didn't grow up like that. I grew up dirtier than shit. But, Clorox wipes everything. And it's because I learned to do that.
Well, my doctor,
him because he didn't have an immune system.
I had a doctor, I was pregnant with Jim and I was attacked by a pit bull and it tore open I got scars on both arms and back from a pit bull, so they went in and cleaned me out. When I went home, I had open wounds. They couldn't sew them because they were queued up, So anyways, I asked the doctor, I said, well, what do you want me to use? He said, soap and water. This was back, Jimmy was in the 80s, so this is back in the early 90s. And I said, no, nothing else? Saline water, nothing? He said, no. He said, soap and water. I said, any antibacterial or anything? He said, no. He said, soap and water. That's all I need you to use, soap and water. I said, okay, soap and water it is. And then, I was worried about infection. He said, no. He said, that's what your body's for. It'll fight infection. And that, so
If you
he was an old...
His problem was, and it still is, like he had COVID a few weeks ago, and we have no idea where it came from because he hadn't, like they had been out of school on break, and he hadn't left the house. So don't know, where he picked it up at, but his body doesn't fight off infection, and it doesn't make platelets to stop bleeding. So his body basically attacks anything good. And to cure it, well, first of all, 80% of people that's diagnosed with it is done within 6 months. But again, we're on 15 years. But they could take his spleen out, and believe that that would cure him from his disease. He wouldn't have to worry. But the side effects of taking his spleen out is so much harder on him. It would be so much harder on him, the recovery and stuff. So they're like, it's the lesser of two evils. We wait and hope that he grows out of it, or we torture him. And I'm like, we ain't torturing him until, if he decides he wants it out when he turns 18, I'll be right there next to him. But until then, I'm not torturing him any extra.
It's true. A lot of people during accidents have to have their spleen taken out.
Uh-huh. It gets ruptured a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
Sure does. I mean, thankfully, that is something you can live without, but it's also my baby, and I don't want him to have to live without nothing that you don't absolutely have to.
I'm about to ask a crazy question. Where the hell is this playing at?
It's kind of, it's in your stomach, obviously, but it's kind of like on your back, like.
Okay, I had a real blonde moment. I was like, what?
No, you're fine, honey. We have so many different things inside our body. You can't keep up with all of them, where they're at, and what their function is. And
No shit, I'm barely keeping up with my own brain.
girl, I can't keep up with mine. That's obvious.
And my 10 fingers and my 10 toes. I'm good enough.
Sometimes I'm not even sure if I have all 10 of them.
That's why the doctor, when you put that stethoscope all over your body, you're like, what are you listening to down there? Oh, just
Right.
my stomach. My stomach's way down there. I think that's where my uterus is. It's like, no, your stomach's down here. Okay. Whatever you say, Doc.
Right.
I told her, I said, the uterus ain't making no noise. It ain't been used in years, so leave that thing alone, okay? I'm lucky. I still have all mine. I still have my tonsils. I have everything. They ain't took nothing out of me yet.
They don't take those out
It was them damn peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in the bar.
Yeah. Besides that, my blood type is a high immune blood type. I have that ORH negative blood type. And the doctor always says you got that blood type that has a high immune system, so you don't catch a lot of things other people catch.
You know what? Educational purposes only. You know what? You're valued some money. You know that?
I know they always want that O negative blood, don't they?
Yeah.
I think I'm O positive. I can't remember. I'm one of them. Is there an O negative? No. I don't know.
I'm O neg. Yeah, they send me letters all the time. The Red Cross does. Can we have your blood, please?
Donate.
Yep. And then you look it up, and my niece looked it up when she was doing her stuff and everything at Johns Hopkins, and she looked it up for me, and she said, it goes back to aliens, Kathy. And I'm like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit.
Our that R type, whatever the hell it's called.
That's me, ORH negative. It's Remius hemius. It's rhesus hemius factor, which actually comes from the rhesus monkey. Okay? I had to look it up to make sure I was right. The rhesus hemius comes from the rhesus monkey.
Where are they located?
Uh-huh.
Where they live? Where they live?
Wherever you can find a rhesus monkey, probably Africa and all over, or in the jungles, I had to look it up. I'm like, okay, the rhesus hemius factor. Does the rhesus come from the monkey? And Google said yes. The rhesus and the rhesus hemius comes from the monkey, the rhesus monkey.
I thought it was a chocolate Reese's.
I thought that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you're saying.
The Reese's Hershey Company. Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
I was looking at my phone like, how many fucking gummies did I get? I feel like I'm hungry. I'm getting the munchies. Talk about chocolate. Talk about chocolate.
that's it. We're going to call it the Hershey's Company.
That's what I should have put. Instead of little chunk, I should have put Reese's hemius girl.
Tell them they're going to try to stalk you and kidnap you. Telling you you're worth money, girl. Overseas, they like that. You worth some money.
What, that blood?
Yep.
Oh yeah. It's 1% of the population in the world or something.
It's very rare.
Yeah, I have to take a shot if I have a baby. It's called the program shot. I can't have a baby naturally because my body will attack it and fight it off, and it'll discard the baby. So they have to protect it and give you a program shot once they find out you're pregnant or before you want to get pregnant. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, everybody's built different.
But my boy was 11 pounds.
Hello.
Mr. Michael. Hi, Violet.
Thank you for the love.
You have 16 people in here, Mama Bear. I like when Mama Bear goes live because it's so calm.
Don't say the C word.
It's chaos.
Yeah.
Only when LeVon's in here.
Don't tell nobody. Well, I'm probably going in and out right now because I'm driving these back
response was very okay.
Why in the fuck am I echoing?
Probably my Bluetooth.
Let's say her
Oh.
Well, I done lost you.
Did you find me? Find me?
No. Hold on.
Yes.
I'm hiding again.
I had to make a.
I like your fishing pole, sir. Can I have it? Can I pretty please have it? No?
You probably bought it at Walmart.
No, I've been at Walmart looking at them, and that one's pretty. That one, he looked like he got a lot.
How's Megan today? Good?
Yeah, she's good.
Good.
I don't know. I ain't seen her today.
Now you make me question myself. I think she was live this morning.
Shit, I don't remember. No, wait, no, wait.
Wait, Mom, today's were you in the live? You in the live today, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, she was live. She was live. It was later than usual. It was like 10, 11 o'clock my time.
I was already at work. That's why. I'm freaking out because I was really had to get up early this morning and go to work. So I'm kind of like, wait a minute.
I was watching TV.
You know, I get up early to go to work, and then our electricity went out right after I got out of the shower. I was like, "Are you serious?"
Did you pay your bill?
Thank you, love.
I don't know what it was. I think somebody either hit a line or a transformer blew somewhere or something. But even when you got out of the subdivision, even the lights, the street lights weren't working either. I was like, oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Thank you, love.
It was a crazy morning.
I just heard asshole come in. Like cat. Like cat.
What's a good girl? She's so sick of me today. Huh? Baby girl.
I want a dog. I want a dog so bad, but I know my older cat will attack him. I've seen him attack shepherds. I've seen him attack anything that comes in the yard. It's a dog, and I'm like, I'm not having a dog tour up just because my big black cat, the old cat, wants to attack him. So I'm gonna wait.
Hi, Bree baby. I appreciate you, Mr. Michelle.
Can't read comments. I'm driving.
Same. I'm trying to look.
Well, Bria said, "Mama, hello, lovely. She is pretty, isn't she?
I love
Mama is a pretty lady. No, you're pretty. So is Brie, but you're pretty too.
Thank you. Okay,
You
Violet.
do have that look though. You have that look, Mama Bear, that if you fuck with you, I might hurt you. Okay?
Well, I tried to tell people, but then people were like, "You're not so tough." Okay, well, come on
I don't know.
down.
Every every time I see your video, I have that. Don't fuck around and find out with her.
Mm-hmm. Aw, you're the prettiest. Bria, I like you. She's so sweet. Oh, thank you, Mr.
She is gorgeous.
Mr. Michelle. There's somebody on here saying that I was threatening old ladies.
What? Well, you did threaten me once, remember? I'm old.
I never would threaten you, boo boo.
I know you did, and you wouldn't. I'm one of the oldest ones on here, so tell me to shut up.
It just, when I heard that, somebody sent me the clip, and I was like, what? I don't even talk to that person. And where's the second one? Hold on.
There might be a couple other women that are older than me. I'm 65, so there's probably some 68s to 69s on here. That's why nobody messes with me. They don't want to be in trouble for the elderly misconduct. Get in trouble for messing with an elderly person. You went after an old lady? Yeah, I did.
And I'm back. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, you don't want to mess with the elderly because that's pretty much they're almost to the heavily gates, and you mess with an elderly lady, you ain't getting to the gates.
No,
No.
people protect us too. You know, it's like mess with me. How old are you? 65. Oh, forget it. Never mind.
I always said when the day I get older, I want to be like those ones that freaking walk around with a walker and tries to run over you.
Yeah.
I want to be those
Don't
feisty
forget
ones.
I'm going to be the feisty
when I bust.
scooter. Beep, beep, move up, fuckers.
You know, I went to the Cavaliers game to see the Lakers play the Cavaliers when my son was young, when I broke my leg, you know. And we had real high seats, you know, because we got last in line to get them. And anyways, I went in and I had it kind of bolted all the way from my ankle all the way up. And I was still with a walker and things like that. They put me right down front. Yeah, they did. I'm like, I'm wearing this to every freaking game I ever go to. I'm going to go up front. I'm going to strap that thing on. I'm going to get my walker out, and I'm using it. And that they will put me right down front.
See this person right here, Mr. Michelle. Mr. Michelle knows the old mama bear. I've calmed down a lot. I used to flip the fuck out on people and crash the fuck out on people. And I never said no rumors. I never said nothing that wasn't true. I spoke the fucking truth and hurt people's feelings for fun. Especially if they spoke on kids or people that I love. People would leave, leave the fucking app.
I don't like people that speak on the elderly or kids or disabled people.
No.
No, I will stick up for them all the time.
I've calmed down a lot. Even my approach. You know, like, I've settled down a lot.
No, if I heard anybody talking on Megan, you, Levon, any of them, I would step in that. I would step in the mess. I would.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I usually if two people are fussing, right? Usually, as long as it's between the two people and they don't get too petty, people are gonna argue, you know. But when it gets to a point where they're bringing kids into it, or they're just lying on it, or people's like real lives can get involved in this, that's when I start saying my fucking piece. Because absolutely the fuck not. You haven't even met me in person, lady. You so crazy assumption. A lot of people on here aren't even the real fucking people. They play a character.
Yeah, they're not even real.
No, they play a character.
And they play some they play badass characters to, oh, I'm so nice and kind and things like that, you know, and you got a mouth right behind your fucking ass being nice and kind.
Or they'll be friends with you and talk crazy hella shit behind your back. It's just foolishness.
But I don't dox people. I don't tell anybody's name because, like I said, I knew Nikki Clean Witch for the last 4 years. I knew her full name. I never said it to nobody. Not a damn person. I knew her name before anybody on this app did. I was one of the first people she met on here when she came on TikTok. So yeah, and we
were like, oh, do you know my name? Or no, I don't need to know your name. I've known a lot of people on the app that some people like and some people don't like. I've never asked them for their information. Like, people will be like, oh, well, so and so, you know, was with so and so, or so and so's person has a record. What is that my business? My phone is with the person. You can't patrol every single person 1,000 miles away from you of what they do and who they talk to. That's weird. You wouldn't do that with your fucking mom. Why that with your fucking mom? Person.
It makes you feel like you're back in school when they tell you, oh, well, if you're going to talk to this person, I'm not going to talk to you. Or, I swear, it makes me feel like I'm back in school, like I'm being.
I just dealt with this. I had to remove myself from a friendship because they were involving me in somebody else's bullshit. Like, why does me and your friendship have to change because of somebody else's bullshit? I'm not understanding this. What does it have to do with me and you? Because you're talking to so-and-so so much. and then they would read it. They would read the message I sent, and then they wouldn't respond. So, well, silence is also a response. So, I'll remove myself. I don't need that crazy shit. Life is already hard as it. I don't need to add to it. If you don't want to be a part of my life, I'm not gonna beg you.
It's like when Miss Sunshine came into Megan's life. You know, she goes, "Am I allowed in here? Am I welcome here?" And Megan told her flat out, "You never did nothing to me. Fuck it. Yeah, you're allowed in here."
Right.
You know. She don't pick and choose. She don't follow the followers. You know what I mean? The other groups going, "My God, I couldn't believe she did that." Blah 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 blah. You know, it's like, well, whatever.
It's like everyone has their own perceptions, right? It's not always one person's right and one person's wrong. I always try to be like, all right, well, maybe there's a reason why they feel like this. Maybe there's a reason why they did this like this. You know, like I understand it hurt you, but maybe something you did triggered them for them to react. Like, let's figure the whole thing out before jumping to a conclusion that they're just a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I've always approached things.
Yep.
Just because you had a bad experience with them doesn't mean that I'm going to have a bad experience.
Exactly. And if it happens to me, oh well, you know? But I'm never going to know if I don't try. I'm never going to know. That person might be the biggest blessing in my life. I'm not going to stop a blessing just because somebody else had a bad experience. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I don't follow people's lead.
If it fucks up, I'm going to tell you, guess what? My fuck up came a little longer than yours did. No.
But I don't on this app. I don't follow people what people say about other people. I judge for myself. Fuck.
I know the way I said, if you ain't paying my bills, feeding me, or you know, you can't tell me nothing. You can't do.
Rubbing my back.
Yeah, you're nothing to me. So you know, you keep your own opinion. You do this, you do that to yourself. You know, but if you're paying my bills, that's a whole different concept right there.
It's like doxing your address and doxing your phone number. Shit, I'll give you mine. I don't give a shit.
I'm glad that you work for the telephone district, okay?
Well, too, like, even if some people be like, oh, well, I helped you with this, so I have entitlement. No, you don't. Even if somebody
No one has entitlement to nothing.
Nope.
I have a landline, so mine.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a landline.
Entitlement to anything is the man upstairs.
Yep.
Exactly.
So my landline will give you all the information you need in the phone book. And they still have phone books out.
Yeah.
It's just so frustrating to me, like the audacity, like they come on an app and they just feel entitled to everybody's fucking information. It's weird.
Well, it's always drama. It's like, man, I can live with that. I don't get into the drama. I don't care about it. I laugh half of it. You know, it's like, what the fuck? You know, how old are these people?
It's more than they don't like seeing people happy. So it's like, well,
And jealousy.
well, that's the
Jealousy
same
rules a
concept.
lot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the same concept. If miserable people are miserable, they're gonna make sure other people around them are miserable.
Yep.
So that's how. I mean, it all. That's what it all
Can be
comes down to.
miserable and have somebody behind them and loves them unconditionally, regardless, and people will still be fucking mad. They'll still try to fucking go harder.
You know what's strange? Is these people on this app can have a husband and kids, and then on here they're talking crazy about other husbands and kids and doxing whatever else, and then get off the app and be the loving parent that they're supposed to be. And it's like, how? I mean, how do they do that? How? I I I can't imagine doing that.
Like a flick of a switch.
Yeah, I can't imagine it.
What it is they live double lives.
They play a character.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it that I get it that TikTok is an escape from reality when it was the good TikTok.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's just crazy. I never understood it. Like I was in a group of friends that they ended up splitting, and I was friends with both of them for the longest time because their argument had nothing to do with me. And who knows? Like a year down the line, they could have been friends again. That's not my place. My friendship with them is separate from their friendship from me. You know what I mean? As
Did
long
they graduate on it?
No, I told them right off the bat. I was like, listen, I'm friends with you and I'm friends with them. I'm not gonna hide it. Just don't ask me questions about the other person. Like our friendship is between us. You can vent to me about how you feel, but just know, like, I will ask you, well, do you want me to resolve this? You know, like, I'm not going to tell the other person, but do you want me to talk to them? Do you want me to have a three-way conversation and resolve the issues? You know, maybe if they heard this, they would understand differently. You know what I mean? But other than that, I kept it completely separate. I wasn't, oh, well, I'm gonna tell this person what they're doing, and then no, that's weird.
Your mister's leaving. He's gonna send you some pics, Mama.
Yeah, I see. Thank you, Mr. Michelle. His girlfriend's so beautiful.
You guys seen the picture there? She is.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, I stay out of it, and that, you know. I mean, it's and people tell me, oh, you hang out over at Megan's live, well, she's this and that, and I'm like, fuck off. Or that's Megan's people.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Megan.
Well, I would be like, I'm glad you paid attention. Okay, so tell me how you really feel.
Yeah.
But the thing is, too, is like, they're so obsessed about showing everything on the app that not every conversation needs to be on a live or on an app. People can have conversations. If Megan has said or done something that I don't agree with or upset me and Megan have had conversations. It just doesn't need to be on the app. True friendships don't need to show everybody everybody else
Yeah,
how they are.
true.
I only have three people on here is true friendship with, and that's Critter, OG Brooke, and Shaylee.
I don't know none of them.
Well, they're from me and Nikki. Well, me and Nikki hung out together. You know,
I don't even know who that was.
Well, Wicked Witch, you know Wicked Witch.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's Nikki. She hung out with OD and Critter and all of us
Oh, okay.
before she come over here.
Are you going to be on
comes in
for a
May.
while, Mama Bear? Are you going to get or later this evening?
I'll probably be on a little bit. I'm gonna hop off for a little bit because where I'm heading to, there's gonna be no fucking signal. I'm already struggling.
Yeah, well, I'm fixing to hop off because I got to make a stop. So that's what I was asking.
Me too. I gotta go take a bath. I smell like barn. I smell like
Go take
barn.
a bath. All right. Don't forget to make your peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
No, I've already been out to the barn. And I have to take a bath. And I gotta use my scented toilet paper.
Oh yeah.
Watch my pH level go down and down and down and down and down. You heard what I said, Levon, about someone asked me about that,
Yeah.